This is a car that answers a question nobody asked. What happens if we put our biggest, loudest engine into something roughly the size of a shoebox? See, most companies build a small sports car with a neat little V6 or maybe a polite V8, something sensible, something reasonable. Aston looked at their compact Vantage, shrugged and said, let's cram a 6.0-litre, naturally aspirated V12 into it and see if anyone dies. The result? A car that feels less like a machine and more like a very angry opera singer stuffed into a suit, 2 sizes too small. Under the bonnet, and I'm using that term loosely because the engine barely fits, sits a mountain of 12 cylinders that produces over 500 horsepower. And not polite, modern, turbocharged horsepower. No, this was the old school kind. The kind that comes with heat, noise, vibration, and the constant sensation that something underneath you is trying to escape. Start it up and the entire car shudders like it's waking from a nightmare. Blip the throttle and it doesn't rev. It erupts like someone lit a fireworks show inside a cathedral. And here's the insane part. Despite being absurdly powerful, the V12 Vantage still drives like a classic Aston. Elegant, composed, suave, at least until you press the accelerator. Because then the whole car lunges forward like it's been shot from a trebuchet. The rear tires desperately cling to existence. The nose lifts like a speedboat, and the sound, oh, the sound. It's less exhaust note and more volcanic event. A roaring, howling, metallic bellow that makes the hairs on your arms salute. Inside, it's all leather, stitching, and British charm. But don't be fooled, this is not a gentleman's cruiser. This is a gentleman who's had far too much whiskey and decided to fight a tree. And yet, it's not trying to kill you. Not like a GT2 RS, not like a Viper. The V12 Vantage is dangerous, yes, but it's also wonderfully balanced. You feel everything the car is doing, every vibration, every surge of torque, every heartbeat of that massive V12. It's like driving a wild animal, but one that likes you, and that's why it's so special. Because the V12 Vantage isn't just a small car with a big engine. It's a philosophical statement, a middle finger to efficiency, a love letter to excess, a relic of a time when common sense wasn't part of a company's vocabulary. Aston Martin built it simply because they could. Because nobody told them not to. Because it was gloriously unnecessary. And in a world of turbocharged everything, hybrids, electric whirring appliances, the V12 Vantage stands tall as one of the last truly analog supercars. Raw, visceral, loud, completely, wonderfully unreasonable. Cars like this don't get made anymore. They can't. They break rules, they annoy governments, they set things on fire. But that's why we love them.